First offering misses the mark.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He sends it out of here. His 18th home run of the season, and we're all square. It's 3-3.
I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
And the batter now, Orlando Gonzalez. That's a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and ripped it into the gap. At that point, probably no question in his mind that he was going for two. That's just a great feeling.
Bullpen action for the Cubs. Number 93 up and loosening in the pen. Number 44 warming up as well. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. This one popped up. And that's a fair ball. Throw in Holtz the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Yamamoto stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a miss, and the count even at 1.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Line drive, base hit. Gonzalez doesn't stop, heads for home. He's safe.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now the third baseman, Herb Link. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Two outs. Line drive, that's a base hit. The run scores from third, 5-3 now.
Big RBI for him right there. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Sam Borowitz departs, and this is one he'd like to Forget. Back with a new arm after this. Number 93 gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
First and second, 2 outs. And now the shortstop, Alexis Chavez. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Yamamoto over at second. Link at first. 2 out of the inning. And a 1-1. And he grounds one to the right side. Dives and he can't hang on. Flip to the pitcher is in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out. 3 runs for him here and they move ahead. 5 innings complete. It's the Red. We're back and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher. And welcome back. Now here is Jimmy Gonzalez. And the right-hander back to work. That one to first. Harrell takes it himself, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Colson Montgomery, the next Cub to hit. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Now 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's off the mark, and the count is even 2-2. The punch out there, out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Lou McCarthy now at the plate. Bounced out to short. Chavez, jump throw. He is safe, and that was bang bang at first. So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Nino Garcia. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Back-to-back singles. First. Second, 2 down. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, James Ortiz. Ray Pena gets the ball now.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
0-2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Looking for some insurance. Or as our friends down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out. Cubs strand a couple. They lead at 7-5. Bucky Field takes over on the mound.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Juan Ruiz getting ready to hit. Field, an all-star a season ago, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2025. On the ground, right side. Oh, what a stop. Gathers and throws, and they get the out.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down, and if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Alexis Hernandez. First pitch, just misses. One down, base is empty. In the air, left side. Chen settles under it and makes the grab. 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Next to hit, Frank Harold. He's already homered in this game. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. High fly ball down the left field line. Chen under it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs even this series up at a game apiece.
No, this was a fun game all the way around. We saw plenty of action. 12 runs total on the board, but a pretty close finish at the end.
A 7-5 final score in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
Here now is the final line for tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Reds, 5 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. They left 10 hits.
Nosotros tenemos la calle prendida. Salimos de nuevo. How does it feel to be you? Feel like the feeling of a suppress. Feel like I got no. She's so persuasive, damn. She's so flirtatious. How does it feel to be so persuasive, damn? She's so flirtatious. How does it feel to be you? Feel like the feeling of a suppress. Feel like I got no. Feel like I need it. Rest. Feel it's the season I should let go, and that's the reason I'm about mine. Feel it's the season I should fly so low. I'm so. Then she's so persuasive. This isolation is so sweet you could taste it. In the morning, moonlight y'all be yawning. It's 3 in the morning, and I'm still performing. She's so persuasive. She's so flirtatious. How does it feel to be so persuasive? Let me break it down till it feel right. How does it feel? I'm so aligned and it's so that when I'm still can't get a vibe. I wait me too, better get a line. I can't control. It's the floor. It's a can't tell when it's stop when I'm on one. Oh, how does it feel? I beat the boss to pay the price. Get about my let's say it nice. Get about that wall and change your life. Take you to paradise. She's so persuasive. Flirtatious. How does it feel to be so persuasive? That she's so flirtatious. Keep it going. It feel to be how does it feel to be you? To be to be you.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Los Angeles Dodgers totaled 13 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-5. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
I get hot like a skillet. Thinking about money in the building. On the phone with the lender and I'm living. If the bank had a cap, I would fill it. Like really, trying to get millions. Get a bigger high view so vivid. A couple cars and raw chrome wheeling. You think materials make me sound silly? Like really, you so how are you so you say we don't need that money. You say we don't need that money. You say we don't need that money. You say we don't need that when money. I get hot like the summer. When the AC on the light bill turn up. You wanna cuddle when I think I might burn up. I'm feeling lucky so I might play the numbers. I'm on the come up, gotta get mine before the tech folk run up. I need a 10, 20, 50s and 100s. Don't you think being rich sound fun? I wonder.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Cubs launched 3 home runs as they grabbed the win against the
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Looking first at the NL Central, Jim Harder pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season as Cincinnati defeated the Mets 5-2. He is among the leaders in complete games.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Cincinnati Reds got 12 hits in this one as they bested the visiting Nats 7-5. The Milwaukee Brewers combined to allow only 4.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Looking first at the NL Central, the Reds.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline is fast approaching. We'll tell you what your team did on Inside the Show. In the National League Central, the Cincinnati Reds grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the Nationals in Washington 7-0. The Brewers totaled 13 hits as a team.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Well, this is it, the final day of the season for teams to make trades. There could be a flurry of action as the day goes on, but before we get there, here's a recap of what went down yesterday. Looking first at the NL Central, Kevin Hamby plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, leading the Nats past Cincinnati 8-4. Heading into the day, the Nationals sit in first place in the National League East Division, while the Reds sit in second place in the National League Central. Michael Toglia cracked 2 home runs in the game, helping the Mets get the best of the Brewers 5-2. At the start of the day, the Brewers sit in first place in the National League Central Division, and the Mets are in last place in the NL East. The St. Louis Cardinals combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 2-1. As of right now, the Pirates sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, while the Cardinals are 3rd in the division. The Chicago Cubs completed a 3-game series sweep as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 6-5. In the standings, the Rockies are in last place in the NL West, while the Cubs sit in last place in the National League Central Division. The Atlanta Braves finished off a 3-game sweep as they took down the visiting Guardians 4-0. They now have 5 straight wins. As of today, the Braves sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, and the Guardians sit in 3rd place in the American League Central. The Marlins hit 3 long balls as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 6-1. At the start of the day, the Marlins sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division, while the Phillies are 2nd in the division. The Diamondbacks earned the 3-game series sweep as they defeated the visiting Angels 6-4. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Heading into the day, the Diamondbacks are in 2nd place in the NL West, and the Angels sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division. The Seattle Mariners knocked out 12 hits as a team as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 3-0. As of right now, the Dodgers sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, and the Mariners sit in last place in the American League West Division. O'Neal Cruz had 3 hits in the game, driving in 3, as the Pods disposed of Baltimore 4-1. He is among the NL leaders in triples. Entering the day's action, the Padres are atop the NL West, while the Orioles...
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. In the National League Central, the Phillies combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 5-2. The Cardinals got 11 hits overall as they nabbed the...
Private after parties, red carpets, real bobbies, fish scale Tommy. They reel you in just to hold you back. Don't need your MTV, your press. If it ain't about USD, save your breath. Pull up on BBT.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Reds allowed only 5 hits in the game.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. In the National League Central, Max Meyer grabbed win number 9 this year as the Phillies pushed past the Reds 4-3. The St. Louis Cardinals had 12 hits as a team as they crushed the Cubs 7-1. The Braves left fielder, number 33, had 3 hits on the day, helping lead the Braves to a win over the Mets 2-1. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. The Washington Nationals totaled 11 hits as they got the home victory against the Astros.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. Looking first at the NL Central.
Inside the Show. Here's your host, Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. In the National League Central, Luis Nieve picked up win number 8 this year, leading the Reds over the Phillies 4-1. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. The Cards knocked out 10 hits as a team as they walked off in extras against the Cubs 4-3. The Atlanta Braves combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets 2-1. They now have 6 straight victories. The Houston Astros swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they pulled away from the Nationals 10-0. The Arizona Diamondbacks smacked 15 team hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 9-4. The whip.
Cause mine's a mutual, we congruent. Lay on the corner with the charm unit. I'm from the lab where the bombs distributed. So never try to duplicate the skills executed, son. You get electrocuted from the worldwide reputed. Shine like nickel heat that blows mine when I. Some know me as a man that's from the roots crew. Others is bad lieutenant off of Snyder Avenue. We go with I, we go with I. Like a samurai, that a commander die nasty until he die. Who will imply that I lack ability? Make your words known, amplify the utility. I'm crooked like the eye on the toxic. The land whipper, the zipper. Bring it all together like the zipper on a butter leather. The bad lure brings a bad weather. So to whoever got ripped, let it rest, reflect, the recollect on the way it was set. It's the veteran architect that flows with the river. Be on the low at the Lex. So with my man load the flex, I'm resting where they handle. In the lyrical vandal is next to flow. So my man, my miz and my man, and militant was the master plan once again. I came too far to front. I'm coming with the pump. We got more, cause it's what you want. Thump it in your section and throughout your section, in your area, throughout your whole section. Yo, you can't front. I'm coming with the pump. We got more, cause it's what you want. Thump it in your section and throughout your section, in your area, throughout your whole section.
Me with theatrics. Moms listen to their daughter's story about my. The adverse is on your table, stabilize emotion. A soldier at ease, but on post, the upposting. Bragging, boasting, my antidotes that choke. Invade your whole terrain, you feel the pain provoke. When I breaststroke your wavelength for intensity. My alliance brings forth to you an entity. Your whole vicinity, I contaminate with hate. Got no time to debate, but hold up, wait, sit straight. It's ill, the illicit. You violate, you get a ticket. MCs, you can't tell, I expel, you get evicted. From out your misery, serve you my delivery. A law makes the ground, you stepping on shivery. Permanent tears with food, your thoughts. It's all upstairs, where there's a crowd, table and chairs. For years, been on the mic, I'm like, with stairs. When I strike, I stay severe. They lower, they glare. From over here, my Range Rover swear to blast off side. Switch the pitch from southpaw to unorthodox. I shock your brain with the miscellaneous. Who be the zaniest? With words that are spontaneous.
Hey, yo, the purpose mainly is to generate the Luther Van lyrical contraband, controlling your command. And you can't front. I'm coming with the pump. We got more, cause it's what you want. Thump it in your section and throughout your section, in your area, throughout the whole section. Yo, you can't front. We coming with the pump. We got more, cause it's what you want. Thump it in your section and throughout your section, in your area, throughout your whole section. All the way live from 215, all the way live from the 610, getting cash, get the gusto.
Inside the show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
The month of August is coming to a close, and tomorrow rosters will expand. But first, here's what happened in yesterday's action. Looking first at the NL Central, the Redbirds combined for 4 total home runs as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 6-5. The Brew Crew got 12 hits in this one as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 13-3. The Pirates right fielder, number 31, was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs, leading the Pirates past the Dodgers 8-2. The Friars completed a 3-game series sweep as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 5-1. The Yankees grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 6-3. The Miami Marlins launched 3 home runs as they...
Inside the show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to this Labor Day edition of Inside the Show. Let's take a look back at Sunday's news and results. In the National League Central, the Mets set 3 balls into the seats as they ran over the Reds 16-5.
Inside the show with your host, Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Nationals racked up 11 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 8-5.
Inside the show with your host, Justin Allegri.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds put together 10 total hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 6-2. Heading into the day, the Red Sox sit in 4th place in the American League East Division. They're 13.5 out of first place. And the Reds are in 3rd place in the NL Central. They're 7.5 games out of first. The Washington Nationals finished off a 3-game sweep as they got the best of the Brewers at home 5-2. In the standings, the Nationals sit atop the NL East.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show in the National League Central.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Phillies starting pitcher, number 2, collected his 8th win overall as the Phillies pushed past the Reds 4-1. As of today, the Reds sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, 9.5 games behind first. And the Phillies sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division. They're 16.5 games out of first.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Trevor Stephan got the win, number 7 thus far, as Cincinnati got the best of the Pirates, 8-7. As of right now, the Pirates are in last place in the NL Central, 12 games behind first place, while the Reds
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting in the National League West, the Colorado Rockies allowed only 5.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Playoff contending teams are making their final push to the end of the year. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds hit 3 long balls as they plundered the Pirates 9-3. Entering the day's action, the Reds are in 3rd place in the NL Central, 5 games back, while the Pirates are at the bottom.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
It's officially scoreboard watching season as the regular season comes to a close. Here on Inside the Show, in the National League Central, the Cincinnati Reds picked up 14 hits in total as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 7-5. In the standings, the Reds are in 2nd place in the NL Central. They trail first by 4 games. And the Cardinals are 2nd in the division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. The Braves launched 3 home runs as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 5-1. At the start of the day, the Brewers are in 1st place in the NL Central, 4 games up, while the Braves are in 4th place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. The Pittsburgh Pirates put up 16 hits on the day as they crushed the Cubs 11-2. As of right now, the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division, 11 games out of first. And the Cubs are 4th in the division. They're 7 games back. The New York Mets got 11 hits overall as they took down the Fish in Miami 2-1.
All I hear is raindrops. I won't range with new top. When I post a new stop, if I post my, I have the world like ooh ah. This right here that new pop.